said I was a jig. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the bip. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, good. 180. 57. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Throw it, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
That's right, baby.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Protein spill. Check.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 20. Mike. Ready? 59. Hey, Delta. Big Sears right here.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
Let's go. 36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell me they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down.
Here we go, G. 59.
Now Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 32.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Let's go, fellas.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check 37.
On second down now, it's Mack. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
55. Right there in the middle. 50%.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mike tight. Rapid. Check. Watch that. 49, check 49. Lady. Check 3.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
59. Mike's 59. And I'm coming after you. Watch the ship, lady. Hey, watch the ship. Ship. Hey, switch gears. Kill. Watch twist.
On second down, it's Howard, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We're going to sign. 59, Mike. Check. 59. 80. Hey, zoom.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, high 7. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Bang. Red 80. Joker. He's coming. We got lady. Red 80. Sponge. No. Bravo. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Mike attack.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions. It nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down at about 9 to go. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Watch the whip. Jam, 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 jam.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. 25, check 25, check 20. Red 80. 31, check 31. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 15. 59.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's get it.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Switch it, switch it, come on, switch it. Shit.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
He's checking crap. Switch.
On 1st down, it's Mack. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Blue day. Kill.
This a give to Mack running to the right. Pushing through the contact. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
36. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On 3rd down, Mack. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Mike 55. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack, and he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Just like that. Shift. Red 80. Check 24. Hatchet. Check 43.
On the ground, it's Mack. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Marlon Mack. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the pass. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Ready?
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Ready?
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
54.
Mayfield down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
180.
51 for Mike. All day.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Switch.
180. Undercrunch.
A give running right is Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Right there in the middle. 55. Bandit. Watch out. Lady. Jack.
X3. 218. Jump tight.
Now Mack. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Get him. Watch the twist.
Check 9. Man, 80.
Twist. I got him.
On 1st down, Howard. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Lady. Check right. Watch 55.
Hey, I'm coming.
They go with Howard again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Mack. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 3rd down, it's Mack. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll go again here with Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 18-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a run with Mack. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They come out here in the eye. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal.
Watch the safety creep.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Man, 80. Pilot, 64, weak.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. SOS.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal.
Check it back. Delaney. Showing it. Hey.
On 3rd and goal, Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Howard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is now 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or two. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get the ball. Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here. Kill. Hey, 80.
They'll run here with Mack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. There he goes, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Crosby for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Next to score, Jets 27, Browns 7. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And again, it's Chubb. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Mayfield now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Mike.
180.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Chubb. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jets, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find.